So here I am again, early in the morning, doing the same thing. But yeah, today I've kind of got a topic. But I'll just start by saying that I was planning to be more productive yesterday and I just ended up watching TV shows and stuff. And I found a TV show about, it's like a mini-series about Harley Davidson. How they started out and yeah, so on and so forth. And it's really interesting, and it's their history, but kind of dramatized a little bit in the American way. But anyway, I thought, why the hell has no one made this for a British motorcycling company? I guess they don't really have enough money to make something like that, but it would be really awesome to see some sort of mini series about a motorcycle company from UK, like, I don't know, Triumph or something like that. So I haven't finished watching that mini series about Harley Davidson yet. However, it reminded me of a documentary that I saw recently, well, relatively recently, and it's some sort of documentary that's about Britain in general, and they have different parts about different things, but one part they did was about British motorcycling history, which I find really interesting, and I actually learned quite a bit from that. For example, I didn't know that Lawrence of Arabia was kind of a hardcore motorcyclist once he came back from the war, and he would actually just go long distances with no reason, just because he liked it, and as he said, it would allow him to relax and escape from the media, which of course would have been bugging him all the time, because yeah, he's like a war hero. But it's just got me thinking, like, he got motorcycling, because that is what motorcycling is for me. For some people it might be just some I don't know, form of transport, a convenient form of transport and an efficient one in a city. But for me it's much more than that. It's just fun. I can't really describe it. I will just go if I have money for petrol, I will just go like to a different city almost to actually, just for the ride, really. I'm not even gonna do anything in that other city, just for the ride. And unfortunately, it is how Lawrence of Arabia died, though. He died in a motorcycle crash. And obviously they had no helmets back in the day. And yeah, he just died. Funny enough, though, the surgeon that sort of overlooked his injuries decided to look into the development of a crash helmet, which is, I didn't know that. I mean, I didn't even know that Lawrence of Arabia was a motorcyclist to begin with. But if you watch that documentary, he describes, basically they read his notes and he just sort of nails it, in my opinion. The whole point about motorcycling. But that's not, the documentary doesn't end there. It talks about Isle of Man and the rockers of Ace Cafe, and I didn't know about those things either a lot. But yeah, the British motorcycling history is actually very interesting, as it turns out. I'll try and put the name of that documentary in the video if I can remember it and find it. Look at all this litter. What the hell, man? It's not even the weekend. Can you imagine what happens here during the weekend? Don't shit on me, seagulls. I'm gonna hunt you down. How long is this traffic light? Why? Oh, finally. Finally you decided that there's no one around and I can go. Where was I? Oh yeah. So the whole motorcycling history. I recommend that documentary. I'm not sure where you're gonna find it, because if I can even remember the name of it. But I watched it on BBC iPlayer, which is probably gone now from there, and also if you're outside of UK you can't really watch it on there unless you use some sort of, I don't know, proxy or something. But yeah, it's most likely gone from there now. However, there is another person that, in my opinion, nails the motorcycling and why people like it so much. And I mean the people who actually ride for fun rather than just as a form of transport. And it's James May, you know, the presenter of Top Gear, Grand Tour, sorry. And he has a show. I'm not sure if he still does it now, but it's called The Reassembler, and I find it quite interesting because I'm boring like that. But he reassembled a like a monkey bike, one of those tiny little bikes, in one of the episodes, and he just talked about. I'm gonna try and find a clip from it, but I don't really wanna, you know, get copyright strike for that. He basically just says that it's a bit like in the old days, you know, you'd get on your trusty steed and just go out, like as a knight, for example, and you know, and even if, you know, not everyone was a knight, but the thing is that you know, the stories and so on would just sort of inspire people maybe, and that's kind of what it is now. You just sort of, you know, it's just you and your motorcycle, and you're going somewhere on an adventure, not into battle. I'm not sure what kind of battle you would go into on a motorcycle, but yeah. It's just, I think it just kind of nails it really. See, this sort of speed, between 20 and 30 miles an hour, this bike really hates it. I have to like use the clutch and accelerate and decelerate, because I think this is, yeah, it was third gear. Does not like going 20, like 25, it likes going 30. But the second gear doesn't like going above 20, so it's just like, ugh. In the last video I said that I might, in the last vlog, I mean, I said that I might record my bird watching, but I thought, nah, it's gonna be annoying to record it, and it's kind of boring. Because I do actually record bird sounds as well, because I'm not actually, you know, an expert that can recognize every bird by its song. So I actually record the bird sounds, and okay, I record the bird sounds and listen to them at home and compare them to you know, the online bird sort of. Look at this street. But yeah, I just compare them to, you know, like online bird songs that people have recorded.